Hi, I'm Chef Tammy Brawley from the Green Kitchen. Welcome to Heart of the Home, showing you a delicious fall recipe. We're going to make an apple caramel sauce. We could easily make a caramel sauce and dip apples in it. That'd be very delicious. But this time we're actually going to puree apples into the caramel sauce. So I can't wait for you to taste this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm peeling my apple. I've turned my burner on over here. And to that I'm going to go ahead and add a cup of regular white granulated sugar and 2 tablespoons of water. That's going to start to melt. I have it on a fairly high temperature there. I'll just have to keep watching it. We're going to come back and whisk it in just a moment while I'm peeling. I happen to be using a Honeycrisp apple. You definitely want a more crisp apple for this. You wouldn't want a watery apple, which is kind of standard of a Red Delicious or a Green Delicious. Granny Smith would be great as well. I think there's something out there called a Cosmic Crisp. I love using those as well. So just a nice crisp apple is what we're looking for. We want it peeled and we want it diced. Our sugar and our water is starting to sizzle over here. Now the thing about caramel sauce is it takes longer than you think, but also too, once it starts to brown, it goes pretty quick. So it's sort of a hurry up and wait procedure. It is bubbling on the outside, but the sugar is still in the middle. I'm finishing up dicing this apple. I'll leave that there for right now. I'm going to come back over with the whisk. Now, the last thing you want to do is whisk it too much. You don't want to get the sugar up on the sides of the pan because crystals will form. You want to try to keep it in its liquid form in the bottom of the pan. It's very important. I'm slowly working in that sugar that we've got. Just a little bit of water is enough. So what's going to happen is I'm going to whisk the sugar in and then I'm going to add the diced apple. This is going to cook down the apple somewhat, but it's also going to help release a little bit of the apple juice, which is a little bit of water, and that's okay. I'm going to turn the heat down just by 1 notch to about a medium high. And this is when you really want to watch it because it's going to start turning brown fairly quickly. You don't want the heat up too high because then it would burn. But you don't want it too low because you want it to continue to bubble a little bit. The apples are starting to brown a little bit. All right, guys, it's starting to brown around the edges. So the caramel is so darn close. I'm going to switch around my pan just a bit and that direct heat. We've almost got caramel. See that nice golden color it's picking up? This is almost perfect. You want a nice golden amber on that. All right, this is perfect. So now I'm actually going to go ahead and turn off my heat. I'm going to add about a half a cup of heavy cream right to the middle. It will cause a steam bath. Be careful. You don't want to put your face completely over that. Our heat is completely off. We're going to whisk in a tablespoon or 2 of butter there. And once that butter is melted, we're actually going to transfer it to a stainless bowl that's deep enough for a hand stick blender. I could put the hand stick blender in this pan, but it's not going to be quite deep enough, and there is nothing worse than a sugar burn. So we don't want to burn ourselves at all. So we're going to transfer it to the bowl to give us a little bit of depth to use our hand stick blender. Now, if you don't have a hand stick blender, you could use a regular blender, but you do want to be very, very careful with hot liquids in a blender. If you do use a stand blender, you're going to want to take that top off, vent it with a cloth towel, and then you want to just pulse your blender a little bit to get that mixed up. If you were to go full force on, you're going to pop that top off the blender and you're going to suffer some pretty nasty burns. So make sure you do pulse that if you do choose to use a regular stand blender and not a hand stick one. I personally prefer the hand stick one, and we're going to show you how to use that in just a moment. That is absolutely a beautiful caramel sauce with the apple. I'm going to transfer it to this bowl. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to blend up the apples. See how easy these are to use. This is probably one of the better investments if you wanted to have a piece of equipment. Now, you don't have to have this completely smooth, but this is fairly decent, I think. All right. Set that over to the side. Now we're going to take some delicious vanilla ice cream, put it into our bowl. This would be equally delicious on a piece of apple pie. Hot out of the oven? Darn right. And grab a spoon here. I'm going to drizzle some of that apple caramel sauce right over top of that vanilla ice cream. Oh, look at that. Now be careful when you eat this. It could burn the roof of your mouth. All right, and there you have it, a delicious apple caramel sauce. I'm Chef Tammy Brawley from the Green Kitchen. Join us next time on Heart of the Home.